Grant, Matty Pearson, latest signing in through the door. Why Matty for you?
Yeah, I think it'd be an excellent signing for the football club. I've known about Matty for quite some time, really. Probably going back to my first spell at Peterborough, where I tried to take him. But he's a natural-born leader, winner, proper aggressive. I think he'll fit the void of Woody and Ando leaving the football club, and I think it was important for us to bring another leader into the building. We've got some very good leaders in the change room and developing into really good leaders, but to add another, experienced sort of warrior into that group, and a tremendous person, as well as how good he can be for us on the football pitch, I think is a really good signing.
How important is that leadership element? As I said, he's been there and done it more than 500 games as a senior professional. How important is that to have that among the group?
Yeah, huge, and he's been part of successful teams. Teams that's done really well all through. Even going back to when he was first, breaking onto the scene and being part of a successful team then. So obviously, look, he's won League One. He knows what it takes to be in this division. He's been in it with Huddersfield as well. So Accrington. So he knows what he's capable of delivering. For us, and hopefully we can bring the best out of him. He's a real threat in both boxes. He can be really aggressive for us in defending corners, but also to have, I think, over 50 goals as a centre half is no mean feat. So he'll be maybe something we haven't been so good at. It's fair to say over the couple of years we've been here, i.e. centre back scoring and adding goals to us. He'll certainly bring that.
That'll be important too as well. You mentioned that knowledge of this level, particularly among the younger players that will be experiencing it, many of them for the first time.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, look, Jay had a tremendous season last year, but still relatively young in his development. So someone like Matty will certainly help Jay, Casper, Flinty, Bobby. Just his experience and his know-how. And again, like I say, just something that we will miss with Richard Wood, but I think Matty will add that. Because that's what Woody was, and Tom. Matty will add that into our changing room. And again, just like I said right at the start, a natural-born winner.
Another good character as well.
Excellent character. All the references and the people that we have spoken to who have either played with Matty, Matty's Matty, nothing but good things come back. What you see is what you get. But we hope we want to try and help Matty and develop him a little bit like we did with Woody. I said to Matty that Woody, when he first come to us, hadn't played the way we played before, and was a wee bit anxious at the start of it, but when he started to get into the role of how we wanted him to play, he felt really comfortable. I think we can do the same with Matty. But yeah, I'm really pleased to get this one over the line. I think it's a really good sign.
There was a time when people look, so you got past 30, you were near the end of the career, and talking to him, he wants to go on as long as possible. Looking at the 40 mark, it's almost like you're only halfway through your career at this point now.
Yeah, I think, Matty's it's interesting when I was speaking to him that he felt that he was always like the one behind the centre-backs, but every manager he worked with that came in and replaced another manager and came in, they always went back to Matty, and he always brought him back into the team. So I think that's a testament to him, first and foremost, that if he wasn't in the team at his previous clubs, i.e. Luton, Huddersfield, he'd work his way to get into the team, and that's how he goes about his everyday life. If you look at his last 5 or 6 years, he's played a lot of games. He's robust, and that's one thing we really like is people who are robust and who can add a real difference to our team.
I would say it's only a few months ago we were getting nominated for Player of the Month in League One. It shows the impact that they can make.
Absolutely, and I think he was on. He played a full season at Luton in the Championship, all the way through into the playoffs. I think he missed out towards injury, but really good experience. League One, Championship, excellent experience coming into our changing room. So I think I'll be, like I say, I'm really pleased with that.
Circumstances since the end of last season meant that this was always going to be a big position for you in terms of your recruitment, and it says a lot that Matt is in so quickly.
Absolutely, and look, we obviously lost Joe, we lost Tom, we lost Woody, so it's vital position for us really is to make sure that we get the recruitment right in that area. We're still working on one or two others. one close, one probably a wee bit further away, but we can sort of wait on that one, which is fine. But we've still got some really good young centre-backs coming through here, like I've mentioned before, and Bobby and Casper and Flinty, who can play there or play as a 6. So yeah, we are looking to strengthen. This is certainly an area that we want to work on and help what we already have there. This will certainly add to that.